Hello everyone, welcome back to Face the Strange. We're picking up at chapter 7. Shadow's back. They were gonna plan their attack on Dumbledore. What is a fucking biggest weakness? Asked Shadow, since he missed their talk already. It's gay anal stuff, answered Dally. If they don't take geriatric pills, then if we put enough water in their ass, their intestines and stomach will leak out. It's a slow, painful death, Sasuke continued. Because it will make your eyes fall into your tonsils and it falls out at the bottom, Link finished. Oh, is that because their assholes are all loosened from the sex? Shadow asked. Link nodded. Link bachelors from college, so he knew about priest. Sasuke was also a healer, but not unlike as much as Link. So are we going to get that much water in his ass, Shadow asked? We don't have enough receptacles to put them in. Platinum Billy has got the power to shoot that out of his hands, Lank explained more. He little read and then it just kind of goes from there. They all took deep breaths before kicking down the door with a mighty puss. And where there was supposed to be Dumbledore, there was only Hagrid with his back face to the crowd in a reclining chair with the TV playing Spin the Wheel of Excitement. Where the fuck is Dumbledore? Howled Billy. He was losing love for the world and they started tumoring back into Edward and Hiei. They knew it was a trap. Edward and Hiei were too turtle from the evolution and laid on the dirty floor while Shadow spun the chair around to deal a dead Hagrid. There was wands coming out of all the sausages of his body. Oh, geez, gasped Sasuke. He has a weak stomach and pubed all over the already dead corpses. Who would do such a thong? Just then Axel came out from under the table and turned back into Mystique. Mystique, Hiei said. He had a vendetta against her for not giving him those powers. Yes, it is I, she smocked. You really think you would get away that easy? Dumbledore and I are working together now. Ha 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 ha. You fucking bitch-ass whore, Hiei swore, and then he charged at her full blast, but she turned quickly into Dally, and he couldn't do it. He stopped because he loved her, even if he did cheat on her. I can't do it, he admitted. But if Dally knew what you were doing, she would be turning in her grave. She's not dead. I don't give a fucking Christ about Dally, she laughed. She has the powers and you don't, and Dumbledore and I are going to rape Draco. Shit, explained Link. We did lose him. Where the hell is he? We take him to Azkaban, she said, and then with a bluff of wind, she manned a torpedo and flew out, exploding the building. We need to get out of the fire, they shouted and dived out. Sasuke, Hiei, and Link made it out, but when they turned, they saw the burning ashes of Shadow trying to crawl out of the carpet. He was holding on for dear life, but the flames engulfed him, taking him deeper into death. No! Link tried to run after him, but they held him back. They went up to Dally's room in the hospital. She was sketching again, this time a picture of Shadow. Oh, hello, she squirted. Shadow sang me the nicest song today. Dally, Hiei started. We have bad news. Something has happened. Again, the whole school could hear the scream, this time in Angus. Chapter 8. They took a day off of KTFD so they could give Shadow a Pope Burries. They didn't put him in a coffin because it reminded Edward and Dally too much of bed and they'd get sleepy, so they put him in a boat. They took him to Hogwarts and gave him a Viking wedding. They set it on fire like how they died and sent him into the ocean where there were mermaids. They all took a sec to say something in his salvation. I was always kind of jealous of him, said Edward. He was so fast and kind. He took a sacrifice to save us. For that, I'm always thankful, said Hiei. Wish I would have got to know him better, said Link. He could have been one of my top friends. He was so young, said Draco. I miss him already. Now it was Dally's turn. She was in her wheelchair and had to bring the IC down with her, so she was still connected with all the links. Shadow was one of my best friends, she began. I wouldn't trade him for anyone in the world, even for the rarest Pokemon or the biggest Chaos Emerald. He had a handsome voice and could have really made something of himself. Her speech impediment made everyone cry. It touched their hearts. We need to extract our revenge, Edward gurred. They said they were hiding out in Azkaban. All we have to do is get arrested, and then we will be there to kill them. Okay, but how will we get out after us, Sasuke? Good question. Dally can use her powers to transform us all into something to escape, or like Death Eater, so we can disguise ourselves and it will work, said Hiei. Just do that so you don't have to get arrested. Are you fucking out of your mind? Screamed Edward. She's pregnant. How in the bloody hell is she gonna let you fight, you pussy eater? She won't fight. Just heal, goddammit, Hiei said. Well, maybe we should wait till after she has the baby to do this. We don't have time. I know I am the hero of it, said Link. We need to go fucking now or Draco will be raped and fingered. Just then the whole school could hear a scream from the hospital. It was Dally. Shit, the babies is coming, they said in unison as they ran to the elevator in the Hogwarts. They pushed the button. Come on, come on, come on. We don't have time for this bullshit, they said hurriedly. Finally, they got up, but it was too late. They missed the baby's crowning and umbilical cord. Finally, the baby was here, but it was beautiful. It had red eyes, more red than Dally's. It was Hiei's eyes, and it was black hair with red streaks from Dally and white from Hiei, and it had fangs because it was Dally's vampire genes. Nurse Joy handed the baby to Hiei. You are now the father of a new boy, she announced. Aw, he groped. What should we name him? We should name him after Shadow, who died in his memory. Okay, Hiei angered. His name is Shadow Darkblood Yarameshi. Meanwhile, Mystique and Dumbledore were around an orb, the one that made the room swirl and gave Dally the powers. And they could see what was happening. Fuck, hurtled Mystique. God fucking damn it, I will teach that hot gothic midget a thing or two about fucking my daughter. Mystique, it just gets worse, Dumbledore sighed. That boy is the chosen one. Chapter 9. Mama, Mama! Dally, baby was a bottle! Edward called, and so she came running in the room wearing a nightie. She was sleeping, but the boys were over to babysit the baby while she was sleeping. Oh, baby, it's okay, she pooed. I got your bottle right her. Edward and he watched as the baby suckled on it. Baby isn't liking the bottle, said Dally disappearedly. Looks like I will have to feed breasts. She pulled out her boob out of the nightie, and the boy's jaws dropped off. Don't gawk, she cried, and she pushed the door on them so they left. The baby didn't like the milk bottles because he was a vampire, and he wanted to drink blood from Dally's tits. They were now living in Hagrid's house since he was dead as a door snail, but they fixed it up so it looked nicer and didn't smell of dead as so much. They also downloaded a few new rooms so the guys could live there too. Dally didn't share a room with anyone. It's not appropriate, according to Professor McCognaggle, but Edward slept with Hiei and Link slept with Sasuke. And Hiei wasn't allowed to share a room with Sasuke because they would screw. I'm gonna go get some cake from the golden shower, said Edward. They had thrown the golden shower in celebration of the baby and there was lots of leftovers. Okay, see you soon, said Dally, as little Shadow suckled her teeth. Edward walked down the hall to the kitchen with a bag glue over his head. Everything turned black and he was drafted. Hey, where'd Edward go? Sally asked, looking around as she put the baby on the floor and ran out to the living room. The cake isn't eat, she shouted, and that's when she saw the note. It was a ransom note, and it read, We took Shadow. We will not return him under any circus sauces unless you kill that fucking baby. No one. This was the walk of fucking Mystique and Dumbledore, growled Hiei. They fucking took Draco, now they took Edward. They are doing this right under our noses. They are the most powerful wizards, Hiei, Dally explained. Listen, let me call my mom right now. She took out her BlackBerry and speed dialed her. It rang. Dally, I'm sorry to do this to you, came a voice. It was obviously a voicemail though, but you should have known better to tan your genes. You will never have a baby again because your uterus can only hold one egg and you wasted it on this demon baby. It was chosen one and now it will kiss us all. Because when demons and vampires mix, it produces hellspawn that is the evilest at its core. I'm taking away all the boys in your life so you can't make the mistake Sesame again. It's kind of a risky gamble making that your voicemail. She's not the only one who calls her, I assume. What, she asked herself, and she turned around. Hiei was gone too. She was all alone. Link, she called. Sasuke? No one answered. She began to feel nervous. My baby! She tugged and ran into the room where she put it on the floor. He was still there, shaking his prisma-colored hair and biting on some rattlesnakes with his sharp fangs teeth. She plucked him up and cuddled him. Oh, my baby, thank God you're still here. Where are my boys? Mama, said the baby. Azkaban, Mama. What did you just say, she asked. Did you say, Mama, he jabbered again. Ha ha, Mama. Oh, it must have been in my head, she thought, and went to go lie down. Mystique and Dumbledore watched from the orb. He, Draco, and Edward were tied up in stem cells with water around them in big tubes, and they were put to sleep with tranquilizers. That fucking damn baby knows, umbled Dumbledore. He is the chosen one indeed, Mystique thought. Soon he will lead her. He can't quite speak yet, but when he figures will away, he used pound on the door of the tank. My baby, he thought in his head. The baby heard him. I'm coming to save you, Dada, the baby translated back through transfusion. Oh, Shadow, Dally said to the baby. What are you thinking so fucking hard about? Mama, said baby Shadow. Azkaban, Mama. I need some sheep. And she went to bed. Thank you again for joining me. I'll be resuming soon, and we'll get to the bottom of this exciting tale.